Is Aloft the peaceful survival game you've been waiting for? Let's find out. In Aloft, you explore floating islands in the sky. These islands serve as your home, resource hub, and even your mode of transportation. You can customize and build your island into a flying ship, complete with sails, gardens, and living spaces. The main idea is to survive, explore, and create, while managing resources and balancing the environment. You begin with very little and slowly gather resources to craft tools, structures, and more. A unique feature is the sketchbook mechanic. If you see an object you like, you can copy its design and recreate it yourself. This allows players to share ideas and build collaboratively without requiring everyone to start from scratch. You are allowed to choose how much combat you want to engage in. You can fight against corrupted creatures like mushroom people to cleanse islands and access resources. However, fighting is not mandatory. If you prefer, you can simply explore, build, and live peacefully. For those who enjoy action, the combat system includes combo attacks and momentum-based damage. As you gain experience, you can unlock new moves and improve your fighting skills, but the choice to engage or avoid combat entirely is up to you. Aloft has a strong environmental message woven into its gameplay. Islands can become corrupted, and it's your job to restore balance by clearing the corruption, planting trees, introducing wildlife, and maintaining ecological harmony. Over-harvesting resources can lead to new corruption, so players are encouraged to care for their environment. This mechanic adds depth to the game without feeling overly preachy. It's a refreshing take on survival gameplay, rewarding players for thoughtful decisions and sustainable practices. One of the coolest features in-game is that your island is also your ship. You can move it through the skies using sails and rudders, exploring new areas and discovering more islands. The movement of your island is tied to wind energy, so positioning it correctly is important for efficiency. You can even transfer your island to other servers, meaning you won't lose progress if you decide to join a friend's game. This feature is a major plus, especially for players who have been frustrated by progress resets in other survival games. While there are no traditional vehicles in the game yet, you do get a glider early on. This allows you to travel between islands and adds a sense of freedom to exploration. Using updrafts and momentum, you can glide higher and faster, making the journey between islands smooth and exciting. The crafting system in Aloft is designed to be intuitive and rewarding. When you discover new materials, the game hints at possible combinations, encouraging experimentation. This system makes crafting feel accessible without becoming overwhelming. Building is another standout feature. You can design your island however you like, turning it into a home, a garden, or even a massive airship. The game also allows for a lot of customization, such as dyeable sails and unique structures. If you're a creative player, you'll likely spend hours perfecting your floating masterpiece. Aloft includes a narrative about traveling to a hurricane at the center of the world, but it's not a requirement to enjoy the game. The story acts more as a backdrop, giving players a sense of purpose without being intrusive. Exploration is the real focus, with plenty of ruins, knowledge stones, and anchors to discover on different islands. These elements unlock new crafting recipes and provide insight into the game's lore. The base islands are created by the developers, but players can eventually design and share their own islands. This adds variety and keeps the gameplay fresh. One of the most interesting mechanics in Aloft is the dream system. When your character sleeps, their dreams, or nightmares, are influenced by your in-game actions and the teas you drink before bed. Dreams can grant perks, while nightmares lead to quests that offer their own rewards. This feature adds a layer of creativity and personalization to the game. There's also a built-in photo mode that lets players adjust lighting, weather, and colors to capture stunning images. While this doesn't affect gameplay, it's a fun addition for those who enjoy documenting their adventures. While Aloft has many strengths, it's not without flaws. The game's focus on peaceful survival might not appeal to players who enjoy high-stakes challenges or competitive gameplay. The absence of traditional vehicles, apart from the glider and movable islands, could also feel limiting to some. Additionally, travel time for moving your island between distant locations might frustrate players who prefer faster-paced exploration. While this encourages careful planning, it could deter those who value convenience. Lastly, the game's environmental mechanics, though unique, might feel repetitive over time. Restoring balance to islands is satisfying initially, but could lose its novelty after multiple playthroughs. Aloft offers a unique and cozy take on the survival genre, focusing on creativity, exploration, and environmental harmony. Its mechanics, like the floating island ships and the sketchbook system, set it apart from other games. The optional combat makes it accessible to a wider audience, and the ability to transfer your progress across servers is a game changer. However, it may not satisfy players looking for intense action or fast-paced gameplay. If you enjoy relaxed survival experiences with a focus on creativity and sustainability, Aloft is definitely worth checking out. Just be prepared for its slower pace and occasional repetition. If you're curious about another exciting survival game, be sure to check out our Project Castaway review. Click the link and explore everything that game has to offer.